Okay. Right. Well, you found us over at this store here. Please tell me what brought you here today to this Amnesty and C&D event.
Right. This is Raw Zimbabwe, and I joined last year, and it's basically about restoring human rights in Zimbabwe, because the situation in Zimbabwe hasn't changed, even though it's not in the papers as much anymore, but the situation really hasn't changed, and especially with the elections coming up sometime this year or early next year, we are trying to get them to invite international observers in order for that election to be free and fair, unlike previous elections. So this is our petition that people have been signing today, and we've been getting a lot of support.
Who is the petition going to?
It will be going to a few people listed here. We're sending it to the government of Zimbabwe. We're sending it to the government of South Africa, because they have been the mediators for, you know, all the between the parties in Zimbabwe, and we're sending it to the Commissioner for Human Rights for the United Nations. So those are the people that will be addressing.
Okay. And what brought you along today to this specific event? How did you hear about this event today?
Right. I'm also a member of Amnesty, and through the Amnesty campaigns, we're able to get support from the Amnesty, you know, obviously you and Jonathan. So we heard about this particular event and decided to come along. I mean, a lot of Amnesty campaigns also touch a lot on Zimbabwe, including the women of Woza, and you've got the forced evictions campaigns, which is one major tool that the Zimbabwe government uses against people that don't support ZANU-PF. So that's another campaign with Amnesty. So there's a lot of you know, links between the two.
Have you got any links or connection with people within Zimbabwe, or is that very difficult for people in Zimbabwe to have any activism connection with people outside the country?
That's a really good question, because at the moment there's restricted, well, people are restricted really in terms of freedom of association. There isn't freedom of speech, especially for journalists. So it's a good opportunity for us over here, because we're able to campaign, we're able to do more without those restrictions really, and we get a lot of support from the local community here in Leicester, including Amnesty yourselves and other groups. So I think it works really well, because we're able to speak more freely.
And do you think it's been successful, your visit here today?
Oh yes, it's been great, and it's been great fun as well.
Good, that's great, thank you.
Thank you.
Or is there a website that somebody could visit to get more information at all?
It's Raw, spelled ROHR Zimbabwe.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.